Good morning, everybody. It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia here with you today with another PSA. Good morning, everybody. I had to do that. I'm sorry. I just had to do it. So, I woke up this morning to Miss Elise speaking of 10 unpopular opinions on crocheting. So, I decided to look some up myself. And I wanted to give you my take on the 10 that I found. So let's give this a whirl and see where it goes. Okay? Before we get started on that, I would like to thank all of my subscribers. And if you like the contents of this video, please don't hesitate to hit that thumb. It's free. And it takes less than a second. Don't forget to share my videos. Please leave comments at the bottom. If you're interested in seeing what I have to say, drop a letter A so I can see that you like this or that you are interested in hearing it. Okay? Okay, let's get into it. Number 1. You don't win yarn chicken if there's not enough yarn left to weave in all ends well. Kind of on the fence about that one. Because the purpose of yarn chicken itself, to me, is if you have enough yarn to finish either that row, that round, or that project. If it's a row or a round, you can tie it off and go to the next. So if you have enough to tie it off. So I kind of lean towards not necessarily true. Number 2. The magic circle is overrated. My personal opinion, yes. Excuse me. I am not a fan of the magic circle. I have had so many works to come undone. The circle itself, even weaving in the ends, the circle itself widening as opposed to making a circle with chains, crocheting over the connection and then pulling it tight. That worked so much better for me. Number 3, the triangle scarf bib thing, just no. What's wrong with it? They're cute. Personally, I haven't made any, but I think they're absolutely adorable. I do. Maybe it's a generation thing. I don't know. Number 4. Once you gift it, you have no say. Absolutely true. If it's been put on your heart or in your spirit to give something away, then once you release it, you don't have any say over it. You may not like what they did with it, then you don't give to them again. That's simple. But you don't have any say over. Case in point, I'd rather crochet and give my hard work away than to donate it to Goodwill and see it completely devalued. If I give a person a stack of washcloths and they choose to use them as cleaner rags and throw them away when they finish, okay, that's better than me putting that hard work in and seeing them sell it at Goodwill for 10 cents a piece. I mean, the material costs more than 10 cents. Number 5. Don't sell handmade things for less than $15 an hour plus supplies. I don't necessarily agree. My ear warmers take about 45 minutes to make. if I do plus supplies, then I'm going to take the time to say split that skein into a third of the cost, and then 45 minutes, you may as well charge for an hour. So you're looking at charging somebody close to $20 for a headband. No. To me, that's extortion. What I do, my method of cost is stitches per hour times what I charge per hour. I do charge $15 an hour, but I add up my stitches, I figure out my stitches, and well, what I do first of all is time myself. I time myself 3 times a month because I know that when I'm not well, I don't crochet as fast. I know that on a good mindless day, I crochet like a speed demon. And then there's always that one that's kind of in between. I take those 3, get an average, and that's how many stitches I crochet per hour. Right now, I'm somewhere between 1750 and 1800. That's for, I do a lot of graph gans, so that's basically for a single crochet. Of course, that price changes per stitch, so I have to do it per stitch. That's why I do it so often. But once I get how many I do per hour, then I can say how many stitches this project has. That determines how many hours I put into it, and then I can charge by the hour. But other than that, and I mean, you think about it, if I take typically, if I sit down and just crochet, I can do a small baby blanket with 4 worsted weight yarn. Well, no, with sport weight or baby weight. I can do one in maybe 6 to 8 hours. Whereas a lot of people that I know would take a few days. I'm not downing anybody, please don't think that. But if we do it per hour, let's say I'll go with the lesser number, say 6 hours, and say you got somebody else donating 4 hours a day for 3 days, so 12 hours, they've doubled it. So $15 an hour, you know, $180 as opposed to the $90. And that's typically, well, I do charge plus supplies. So you're looking at $100 to $110, I believe. Yeah, baby blanket. $100 to $110, as opposed to someone charging up to $200. Okay, number 6. The only opinion that matters is yours. Yes and no. If you are satisfied with your work, if you know that your work looks good, if you know that you did the best you possibly could, then in that sense, yes, to a large degree. If the person looking at it is not satisfied, if they're purchasing it, there is such a thing as satisfying the customer within reason. If they're being extremely picky, if they want the type of work that you're not qualified to give, or they want something completely ridiculous, you know. But if you don't feel good about the work that you're putting out, don't put it out there. It's too easy to frog it and redo it. I know a lot of us don't like to frog things. I personally don't have a problem with it. I'll frog something in a heartbeat. But if you don't really like frogging, consider close inspection as you're working. The earlier you catch a problem, the easier it is to fix it. And also with that, sometimes those little minor glitches are just a personal touch. It makes it an original. Look at it that way. Okay, number 7. Use the nice yarn for yourself. I think that could have gone a little deeper. If you're selling your work, and even if you're giving it away, anything that's released from you, you want it to be your best. But if you look at it from the sense of, don't cheat yourself. If you want to make something nice for yourself, you're deserving. You deserve nice things too. It's your hard work, your sweat, your love going into this. So you deserve that. Number 8. Baby stuff must be washable, without a doubt. Without a doubt. The site that I got this from said, babies are adorable, disgusting creatures. Think about it. Babies pee, poop, and puke. You're going to take that blanket and let that baby lay back in it? No. No. That's disgusting. Number 9. No more crochet pumpkins. Why not? Give me a valid reason. If you're tired of making them, don't make them. If you're tired of receiving them, tell whoever is giving them to you, I think I have enough pumpkins. There's a nice way to do that. If you don't want to make pumpkins, by all means, please don't make pumpkins. Sometimes I go on a kick where I challenged myself last year to a certain amount of washcloths. Also a certain amount of hats. I had it myself out. I clothed myself out. So for a while, I didn't touch them. When I get to that moment, I'm not really an instant gratification type person. But every now and then, that bug does hit me. And those are my go-tos when that happens. Okay, so pumpkins during the fall season, I make these gorgeous trays. I call them serving trays. They're made just like the crochet baskets. And if you want to decorate your table for fall, pumpkins would be perfect. The different color pumpkins, green pumpkins, brown pumpkins, orange pumpkins, white pumpkins, they would be perfect to fill that up as decoration. That would be absolutely adorable. Come on. Number 10. Crochet looks like crochet. What is it supposed to look like? Hit me if I'm missing something. Shoes look like shoes, right? Dresses look like dresses. Pants look like pants. Silverware looks like silverware. Pots and pans look like pots and pans. Is it supposed to look like porcelain? Or stoneware? No. Crochet should look more like sanded and stained wood, right? quite honestly, as I look down the list, I got the ones that I could really react to. That one was by far the most ridiculous. An unpopular opinion? I hope that's a fact. Crochet does look like crochet. Because it is. You all enjoy your craft. Please, please, please enjoy your craft. For whatever reason you do your craft. As a matter of fact, if you will, in the comment box, tell me what your craft is. Tell me what got you into it and why do you continue to do it. If you haven't yet decided what kind of craft you want to be into, let me know that too. Let me know what you're leaning towards or what's taking you so long to start. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this little PSA section. I hope you enjoyed this little PSA session. Join me Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 1 live here in these YouTube streets. I will see you all there. Also join me throughout the week as I drop lessons of ASL. ASL, sign language, yes. So that we can all learn to communicate with each other in one universal language. Like I said, I love you guys, but I want you to always remember to love yourselves as well. It's very important that you do that. Carry this with you. Be bold, be brave, be of love, behave. Remember, Kitty told you. Until we see each other again on these YouTube streets. Peace.